everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. I was supposed to be working this morning, the job got cancelled, so I've cleaned the whole house up. I've done stain removal on glass, I've cleaned all the shutters, I've done everything. I'm absolutely knackered. I've got soccer tonight, so I'm just going to have a shave. I'm going to use a brush, which doesn't really appeal to me, but I'm going to use it anyway and give it a go, mainly for the knot, and just see where it sort of takes me. I'm not going to dedicate this one to anyone because I want to sort of try and review the brush without distracting myself with the actual dedication to someone's channel, a person in particular. So I'm going to be using Elvado True North 1867, which is from Elvado for Men, which is a Canadian based company, and this is bergamot and rosewood. The shaving cream is avocado and shea butter based, and this stuff's just incredible. There's 3.4 ounces in this, 2 pumps, and just sort of got enough lather to last you for a full shave and more. You can use it with or without a brush, which is a massive plus if you're travelling. You don't want to take a brush, or if you take your brush and it gets lost and you've still got your shaving cream, you can still shave. It really is, it's quite an ingenious product. And in terms of protection, it's different class, and slickness is just excellent stuff. So, the brush. The brush is from Wagner, and the knot that's in it is a Kabuki knot. I'm not sure what the actual knot is, God, I can't think of my words today. There's loft, and yeah, I've got no idea. I can't think. Anyway, the width of it looks like 28mm. It's huge. It is so chunky in width here. Now, I'm not sure what it's meant to be. I'm not sure how deep it's set actually into here. I don't know how deep it's actually set into the handle itself. But in terms of softness, I have felt it on my face alongside the angel hair knot from Turn and Shave, and I find them to be pretty much the same softness, but this is really dense, like super dense. And my fear with it, before I use it, I haven't used this yet, my fear with it is going to be that it's going to hold and hog the lather because it is so dense. I mean, you can hardly see through it. It looks like a solid colour. I mean, as you can see, the cut when you spray it, it goes back together. But it feels lovely and soft. And for you guys out there that don't know, a Kabuki knot is pretty much the softest foundation brush knot for makeup. I only know this because my daughter does dancing, so I'm quite au fait when it comes to makeup brushes. Now, one issue you'll find with this brush, with the shape of it, it is a big old brush, but it is comfortable to hold. It looks cheap to me. It looks like something you would get out of like a $2 shop. So if you watch this, Greg, I'm sorry mate, that's what I sort of get from looking at it. And it is comfortable to hold in terms of, it's a gear shifter, it is comfortable. Get a grip on it. The numbers here are sort of glittery. Whatever's over the top here started scraping off. I don't know what's happened there. It's like a coating that's on there, but I thought it was just a little mark, and I tried to scrape the mark off and it started peeling off the actual coating on there. If you're into colours, it's great. The knot, if it works well, it'll be a great knot. But you need one of these, which comes with the brush from Greg. And basically what this does is it holds the brush for you. Whenever you load it or whenever it's drying, it just sits in there like that. And that's basically how it goes. You can't use this brush and sit it up. When you're lathering it, you've got to use this stand, so it goes on there like that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping the stand sort of works because it's quite a heavy brush as it is this way. And when it's full of lather, it's going to be even heavier. So we'll just need to see what happens with it. So let's get it dipped in the water. Flick out some of the excess. So as you can see, it's still super dense, and it's a very, very dense knot. I've got nothing against that because it's very soft. So 2 pumps of this cream on. I'm just going to get a little bit extra there because this. There we go. So I'm just going to wet my face. And then what I basically do is paint the cream all over. I mean, this is bergamot and rosewood on here. don't know, I got a real good citrus kick from it. Do you know what, it's almost, oh, it does smell good though. I do get a woody from it, a woody scent from it, but it's a very refreshing zing. And I don't know if that's something that just comes with bergamot and rosewood. When you mix them together, it gives that sort of zing. It's definitely got a kick of some sort in terms of citrus. Right, so I've got it painted on. Just tip the tip. Now Elvado for Men, all their products are pretty much organic, good for your skin. There's nothing in here that's going to give your skin any issues, unless you're allergic to it. As you can see, it splays quite easily. Very, very soft, there's no scritch, in fact there's barely any scrub. It doesn't feel like there's much scrub at all. It actually feels very nice though, I have to say. I just think it looks pretty nasty, the actual handle. Very kind of Greg to send it over to me. Yeah, the thing with it is, when people send me things, it doesn't matter whether it's a big corporation or it's a small artisan. Yeah, see, there's the problem. It won't actually sit in here now. Oh, I might have got it there. Yeah, it doesn't sit. I'm just going to have to sit on top of the tub. It doesn't sit in the holder now. It's not a shaving brush, is it? It's a gear stick knob with a sort of makeshift holder. It looks alright when it's in the stand and it's sitting on its own, but it's not great for when you're using it, in my opinion. Right, I've got the Razorrock MG90 Kai blade that's still in there from the last time. I think this is the second use on it. Let's just see how it feels. The Kai blades, if you haven't used one before, the first use is good, but the second use is much better, and then the third use and onward it gets better and better up until about 5 or 6 uses for me. I can't take it way further than that, but I can feel a difference already just in this shave from the last one that I had with it, that it's much smoother this time around. Those of you out there that haven't used the MG90 and you've been thinking about it, this is Razorrock's version of the Edwin Jagger DE89, improved version, so they say, and I have to agree. I find it very smooth. It is a very mild razor, there's no doubt about it. But What more can you ask for? I could shave with this every day, comfortably. Right, so that's pass one done. Just going to dip my fingers. Add a bit of moisture. And the slickness is great. It really is great slickness from Elvaro. Okay, now I've got lather everywhere now because I can't do anything with this handle. So straight into lather number 2. I mean, it's got good backbone. It does push back. As you can see, it makes a good lather. I can't argue with this knot. It's one of the softest knots I've felt, but it's very dense. It's got great backbone, great for painting and for splaying. It does have scrub, but not. You can't feel it. The scrub's there, but you can't really feel it. Right. Yes, that brush fell on my. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got to say, Greg, the knot's good, mate. I don't like the look of the handle. And it's pretty useless when it's full of lather as well. You can't use the stand. I'm just making a mess everywhere here. Right, across the grain. Is it the softest knot I've used? It would definitely be, in terms of softness, just in the terms of softness, I would put them pretty much the same as the angel hair knot from Turn and Shave. But in terms of density, it's far superior in terms of density. And what the density offers is it just gives you a bit more ability to scrub and push against your skin and really sort of invigorate the lather, get it going. Super smooth. The slickness once again builds up just that little bit more. And here we go for lather number 3. So yeah, if I was to recommend Greg's brushes, I can definitely recommend his knot. Definitely 100%. Personally, from a personal standpoint, I don't like the handle. I think it looks cheap. And it doesn't serve the purpose well. You can't really store it when it's covered in lather, it just falls all over the place. The stand doesn't hold it anymore. I could be using the stand roll, in fairness. I don't know whether I'm using it the right way around. Just add a little bit of water. Feels a little bit dry. But surprisingly enough, it creates an excellent lather. I thought it was going to hold on to the lather because it's so dense, but it isn't. It's actually doing really, really well. Don't get me wrong, I'm using a really high quality cream, Right, across the green, other direction. Makes some feedback, this razor, it really does. That feels superb. Let's get the bowl empty because it's full of cream in here now. Since 1 day's growth, there wasn't much there. It was a little bit more than normal actually. I seem to be growing hair more rapidly at the moment, but that's a really comfortable smooth shave. I've got no cuts, no weepers, no creepers, no nothing. Very, very close, very smooth, no irritation that I know of. And I'm going to go with Humphrey's Citrus, just to sort of match the citrus scent that comes out of the True North from Elvado. While that's drying in, we can have a look. So the cream today comes out of this pump bottle. It's not a pressurised pump bottle, it's an actual, you've got to squirt it so you can, I'm not sure whether you can take it on the plane. It's 100 grams, I'm pretty sure it's 100 mils for the plane. So you should be alright with that. 100 grams is equivalent of 100 mils as far as I'm aware. So True North 1867, absolutely brilliant. Works an absolute charm and smells great. Smells superb, it really does. Scent strength around about a 5 or a 6 out of the tub, and it's out of the tube, so to say. And it's similar once it's lathered up, but it's a really good scent strength, smells great, it lathers amazingly well, slickness, cushion, everything you want, and you can use it without a brush, which is pretty exceptional. Now the brush is a bit of a mixed bag, because it's a lovely knot that's in it. I can't shoot the knot down, I think the knot's been exceptional, it's really soft, got great backbone, very, very dense. And it's actually quite a big knot. It doesn't have a huge splay because it's a short loft, and you wouldn't want it having any higher loft. If it had too high a loft, it would really be very, very fluffy. Now the problem you probably find with this, and I'm finding now, is it's so dense it's quite hard to clean out, to get all the soap out. But that's not really an issue, and you just need to spend a little bit longer with it. So there we have it. Just see there's actually still, I think there's still some soap in this down here. I I can still smell it strong, so I don't know if you can see the hole. It's like a hole in the middle here. But the knot was great, really soft, really dense, good backbone. It's got a lovely feel on the face as well. It's not a high lofty brush. I think turn and shave must be about that high. But yeah, the handle, I don't like it. I don't even remotely like it. I think it looks cheap. I think if you put that knot on a quality handle, or a good looking handle at least, I think you'd be on to win a Greg, I really do. Those, I've never tested a knot, I've never used a knot, anything like that from any other artisan or any other brush maker, any brush at all. All I know is I've used them in makeup, but I didn't think it would work well for shaving. It does, works very, very well. The stand that comes with it, when it's actually sat on the stand, see if it'll sit now, it should do. Oh. It doesn't look too bad, it looks alright. That'll dry off like that, and then I'm probably going to send this on to someone else. It's not my cup of tea, the brush, unfortunately. It just doesn't do anything for me at all. The knot's great, but it's not something I would use just based because of the look of the handle, and it's a bit of a pain. I've got ladder all over my table here just now. And as usual, I just ran out of storage on my phone, so I've deleted all of that. Like I say, as much as this brush knot is really nice, it's one of the nicest brushes I've used actually, if I'm honest. It's definitely up there with my tuxedos, things like that. It's very soft, very dense, creates a great lather. It spits the lather out, doesn't hold on to it like I thought it would, and yeah, I'm quite happy with it. But like I say, I'm going to send this on to someone else because it's not my cup of tea, the actual brush itself. It just needs a bit more, put it in a nicer handle, put it in a handle that appeals to wet shavers. I don't even think, if I'm brutally honest, that many car lovers would want that. You know, maybe if it was like a BMW, an actual BMW handle, or an actual Mercedes handle or something, possibly. But not like that in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Anyway, that's dried in now. I'm going to finish off with some Lucky Tiger aftershave and face tonic, just to keep the citrus vibe going. This is one of my favourite products now. It works really, really well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is me done and dusted. So the review today was on Greg Wagner's sort of gear stick shaving brush with the Kabuki knot, which I'm not sure what the size of the knot is. I can't, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a word for it, but I can't, my head, I've just gone blank today. But superb little knot. Not the best looking brush, unfortunately. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. Thanks very much for tuning in. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next shaving video. Cheers.